I understand. To me, it is okay.
Yeah, I was rushing for this session actually. Yeah, I was just rushing.
Mm,
I saw the time already at 10:30, so I was like, okay, I have 30 minutes. I'm 30
mm,
in an hour, so I said I thought I would get here by 10:40.
mm,
No, jump. But anyway,
yeah, yeah, I get. Mm,
because the week was going to be crazy if I had lost today's trade, but I've closed it well.
man,
I've closed it.
my brother, let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Now, there are some moves that I've recently recognized in the on the charts,
Hmm.
and I've taken time. I've taken my time, but today that move appeared. You get? In my head, it's bias.
The
But
last
let's say, yes, the market is going to buy that week. The market when it moved down,
hmm.
I had stacked. I had I had like 20. I had $20. I
Yeah.
had stacked like 12 trades.
Hmm.
So that move kicked me out. They sent me an emerging call.
Which move?
I felt very bad. That week that you said that it was going to hit your stop loss, the one that Faith
Oh, this one.
posted.
This one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it banged me, and
And
I felt very bad. I felt annoyed.
then later moved in your direction.
Yes, and I even thought the market is going to give us a second entry. It failed.
But you see one thing, eh? One thing that I've realized.
Mm,
I don't know if you have a strategy for let me I don't know if you have a strategy for like scaling in when you're in a drawdown, or you just keep adding.
mm.
It's one of the problems that
No, no, no. Now my problem. Yes, I realized it. Now my problem is I went and I usually scale in when positions are like 10 and yet they are in blue. Now today I scaled in when the positions are in
red.
they went in red, but I had yeah they went in red and I even added on. Now when that those reds were taken out, they would not have taken me out. But
Mm.
when those reds were taken out, the ones that I later added, I was taken out,
Now,
stopped out.
you have to get a strategy for scaling in those entries. Like, you know, one thing that I have always learned about myself is find a rule, whatever mistake I keep doing. Now, for example, there used to be a point when I used to add on a losing position, and it would make me blow an account. You get? But then I was like, okay, my problem
Okay.
is always adding on a losing position. So what am I supposed to do to remove that? That's when I was like, okay, I can use the cost averaging, but I have to give myself a distance. If it's five pips, I know I have three times
Mm,
that market. If it's in a drawdown and I'm done, you get. Because imagine the market keeps dipping,
mm,
but remember in this market, it doesn't just change just because it has reached our zone. No, you get. It doesn't just change just because it has reached
yeah.
our zone. We have to always what prepare that this market can consolidate around our zone or slightly pass our zone and go into the right direction. So I decided to create a rule that favors that. So at some point, as trading,
Mm,
every time it's in a drawdown and you see it still giving you reason to buy, wait for 5 pips and add another position, or reduce slightly on the position size you are adding. You get. So if I was trading, let me say, like today, I started on from 0.0.5 lots. I saw the thing going, I added one
mm,
lot. Like here, you see here when it was going up. I thought, okay, the W pattern is there.
Mm,
But I hadn't seen an engulfing candle. It wasn't there. Like literally,
mm.
the last engulfing in this zone was here. So I was like, oh, okay,
Yes, the one I entered on. Mm,
yeah. That's when I was like, okay, that's why I entered with a smaller lot size. You get. Now, when I came on, like when the market started going down, I was like, okay, there's so many candlesticks. Let me remove the noise. I came on the 1 hour. So many weak rejections, and the last one was this big one. That's when I was like, the market is. But down here is already negative 800, $800.
mm,
You get. Yeah, I had risked a lot. And
mm,
down here where the market was, I remember I sent the message to group, this one. Down here where it was, I was negative
mm,
$100 today. And the other Mark has had a very amazing week. He has had a very amazing week. I think
yeah.
he actually traded best this week. Like his trades were on point. And you saw how he gained courage while calling them out. you know, like he was
Mm,
so confident. It was this week. And that's why
confident.
I didn't even send a setup. Like, I was like, okay, someone's already doing it well. Let me just let him have like the space he wants. So that's why I didn't even share any
That
setup.
privilege, yes.
Yeah, most times it's better
Mm,
instead of pulling him down, and he may think my setup is better and he may not have a sense of, let me just let him have his peace and let me just do my thing on the side. Yeah. But I saw all of you,
mm,
all of us had the same analysis today. Buy from here. Even yours,
mm,
like it's
mm,
just I don't know
mm.
where your stop loss was, but you overstacked
It was
it.
on 200, 200.
Like
Yeah, maybe.
you overstacked the position. Always have you have to get now do this. Do you have a trading journal?
Probably not. I just have principles I follow.
No, you need a trading journal.
I just,
That's the first thing to moving to being profitable. Write down, document your trades. Or
mm,
what you can do is get my Forex book. It documents for you. But the best way is to document and follow every rule that like it's your
mm,
last. Trading is rules. That's what I see. It's just rules.
mm,
Rules that you're not supposed to overtrade. Just follow your rules. Now you see today, I was going to get out from here. In fact, this buy I got out from here. Then I saw a setup which is always the best for me, the break and retest. I was
mm,
like, it's the time.
mm,
And when I saw this engulfing here, this one, I was like, this is a nice trade already. Like literally, I was very happy. And I just saw it melt down.
mm,
Yeah. And remember when I told you that the market faces where it began from, like that week. So when it came,
mm,
yeah, like the market faces. I even said it out loud. It faces where it began. That's why I just entered for a small short. In fact, my take profit was here, and I'm just seeing it continue. And I think it's going to
I've
just.
just exited that move.
Did you jump into this move or you're already out? This one.
I've just moved out like 30 minutes ago.
But you got it from here, right?
Yeah, yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
But
because
this week was a mess.
conferences are all present. Like trend line breaker retest, then we have this psychological level, then the M
Engulfing.
plus that engulfing. Yeah. So
Mm,
it looks very beautiful on bigger time frames because it's just direct. Look at that. Like breakout here, give me this retest.
mm,
Now, some people think this is a
mm,
retest, but I like that retest that goes up like it just touches there and begins to reverse. It's just always nice. You get.
mm,
So what I want you to do, get a trading journal. Write down. It doesn't matter
mm,
if you come here every day and learn new things. No. Every strategy works. You don't
mm.
have to switch. It's just get
I
this.
know. You see,
Yeah.
my biggest money I've ever banked is so far from this trading,
Mm.
from what you've told me, it's 60 USD.
$60.
That is, yes, that's so far the biggest. And I stuck like 10 positions and I exited when they was like 6 USD, 6 USD. Man, I was very happy
Mm,
from like $9.
that's amazing. And I hope you haven't brought
Mm.
it back to the markets.
Man, I had even, you know, my personal life is like this. Eh?
Don't,
I
don't
do these things of this.
don't share it. This session is being recorded. It's going to be posted on YouTube.
Oh,
It's
it's
okay.
okay.
You tell me next. But
Mm.
what? Let me tell you where the skill comes in from. Yeah.
Mm.
When you make a good withdrawal, of course now for right now it may look impossible. Like that money has to
Mm.
markets, but establish like an equilibrium. Now, for example, if you banked that $60, um,
Mm.
next account, don't go back to 10. Just begin from 20 and leave the other 40 out. Yeah. Or just do something else with it. Because
Mm.
you want to train your brain that it's possible. Yeah. That's why my
Yeah.
first profit, I bought Jordans. I bought shoes because at least it
Mm.
helped. Most people think I had the capital, but I did not have that capital. I also began from $10, and I'm still scaling up
Mm.
every single day. Yeah. So let's just break
It is
it.
great.
Get that trading journal. A trading journal has rules. Okay, the trading journal is where you write
Mm.
whatever's incurred you to place that trade. Now, when you start to cheat yourself by taking random trades, you know that you're just doing it to yourself. You're doing a disservice to yourself. And also have a trading plan. You get. I've seen your trade,
Mm.
your charts have started getting organized because I've seen you send. Get.
Mm.
Now just have like that trading journal and plan where
Jano.
the rules are clear and what you did to enter that trade are clear. Once you start
Mm.
fumbling that, looking for reasons which are not there, you know you're doing a disservice to yourself. And that's what we need to go through. It's hard. At some point,
Mm.
like those rules prevent you from overtrading, like chasing revenge and stuff like that. Because every time you do, then you look
I
at,
know.
know that, okay, I've gone
I
aside.
no longer revenge trade.
But every strategy works. You see Mark Chitaka. You think he
Mm.
does a lot. From a side, it may look
Mm.
hard. But if it is to explain it to you, it's just clear. It's just clear. And at times there are trades that it takes that
Mm.
just defeat. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Just take a rest out of it.
there's another guy who was in the group called Nelly. Now Nelly and Mark almost
Mm.
had the same charts as mine. Literally, they would do the same. Sometimes they would post and I think it's my own chart. Yeah, only that Nelly is not.
They could use trading view. How
Yeah,
is this man? I've forgotten his name. About King who? What?
King Pro.
King Pro. The strategies are very, very different from what we have.
Yeah, that's why I
That's
told.
why you saw Mark asking.
No, it's very okay. Let him do like you have to pick out something from another
Yeah,
strategy.
yeah, from what you teach. Mm.
You can pick out just one concept and you bring it in. It's not bad.
Oh,
As long
yeah,
as
yeah.
it
Yeah,
changes
yeah.
to work for you, you know,
Mm.
as long as it
Yeah.
changes. So this week has been amazing. Yesterday, this news. Remember the analysis we did yesterday night?
Yes, yes.
Expected.
Yeah.
Now, this week happened and the market moved. Now, the reason why I shorted is because of the war. I didn't analyze that the war is happening. When I saw the war, I just came and shorted the market. I was still away.
Mm.
I just shorted it. I was like, okay. And then I came and did the analysis. I found reasons. Like before even we had analyzed and we had reasons, but it had failed to give us a good entry. Then as I smack it as well. When
Mm.
I saw this divergency,
Divergence, on the CDI.
yeah, I told you when I see a shark fin, like this shark fin outside here, it becomes clear.
Mm.
It begins to become clear. So today morning,
Now,
when this move started happening, I wanted it to touch this part and drop, but it didn't.
mm,
Yeah, like, let me just wait for, I'm not going to sell, let me just wait. And the wait came with headache, but patience, you know. Of course, I know I entered early. And there's no engulfing on the
eh,
time frame. It wasn't there. So I
sure.
kept thinking, when I saw Marquis analysis, he knew he wanted to enter from somewhere, down somewhere. I was like, no way,
Mm.
no way.
I think you see, Emma. I think Max. You see what Mark printed out, eh?
Yeah.
That move I've been seeing it on charts, and I think today was the day I had to test that, but I tested it rough because it left. You see, for me, the way I take a break of a trend line. I
Hmm.
usually take three soldiers. Eh?
Yeah.
When three soldiers are following, then that and it is breaking a trend line. That's when I call that to be a truthful break. Now at at let me see my chart here.
I think you've dropped off. So guys joining us on YouTube, we have a Telegram group. You can check for the description uh in the box right below. And it's free. You can join in there. And yeah, let's share some setups. It's free and it's open. Everything is transparent, you know, because I believe in transparency in this trading realm. So let's wait for him to come back and we continue. So someone asked me, I've turned my candles to white. It's because I used to use it too, but I have stopped. But I used to use white and black. I used to use white and black, you know, because of the way it just prints everything. And it's always clear, that it's always close. Uh, Barry, you jumped off. Are you back? He's joining. You went off. I see you're back.
Sorry for that.
It's okay.
But you see, at what time? You see where that break of structure is, that break of a trend line.
Yeah, yeah.
When it usually breaks a trend line and it comes back
Mhm.
and it mm-hmm, nice one. When it goes back,
Mm.
when it goes back to test the trend line, it usually goes to an order block. When it comes back, it has to take out that low. And I had that in my mind. I think that's why Mark said that. Eh? Okay, posted that.
Oh, yeah. Like he wanted it to come and break this law,
Take out this low. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
That low, yeah, that low.
you see, it took it out.
He took it out.
Yeah.
The guy was perfect. And in my head, I had it, but I refused because I had already bought.
Me, I was like, no way. But
That was the problem.
his thing looked too far. Like it looked too far. You know, compared to where
Mm.
I was like, no, there is no way it can reach there. It was too far. It was like
mm.
he told me increase the stop loss to 30 pips. I was like, no way. This market has so I was just relying on this box. You see this box here?
mm,
As I
mm,
just closes below, I'm done. The $1,500 gone. So I didn't even want to
mm,
pay. But at some there is a way I leave my screen zone. I was passing by and I saw the market was around here. I was like, this thing is going up. Now I kept looking for the engulfing. I kept looking for engulfing. It did not come, and by the time I realized the market was already up there. So when I checked the market again, it was close to the TP. And I was seeing confluences up here. I was like, we're ending Friday in a good way, literally. You can see the momentum.
mm,
The market is almost closing. Yeah.
mm,
So I expect it can gap and fill it and continue. So because now it's showing
mm.
momentum going to the downside.
It is, yeah, bullish. It is bullish.
If it breaks this low, sure,
Mm.
it will go, but currently it's still bullish. So
But it can sweep that low.
let me show you where Mark's trend line was running. I don't know, was it here? Oh no, I may not find it, but it might as like no.
There is a way Mark grows. There is a way Mark grows his trend lines. Huh?
Yeah, I told you. Once you discover your
Mm, you,
risk is history. Yeah, Mark had this trend line. It's the same. It's the same. This is the trend line he had. So he wanted a pullback to here for the buy.
mm,
For
for the
the,
buy. Mm,
this pullback was at his entry was at my stop loss. I was like, no way. Like,
mm.
it can't happen. So let's
No.
get a trading journal. It's going to guide you a lot.
Okay.
And you see, I didn't
Okay.
want to buy this market this week. I did not want to buy this market. And that's why you see, when I took this buy, I was like, why? Like why? Literally, I was avoiding
Mm,
buys. Because to me, I still had that sentiment of the market is bearish. Okay, it's because of
mm,
switch. But then I had to change. I had to change and buy it here. And
mm,
I still see it going down. And if it breaks this downward trend line, it's going to be an amazing next week. Like I already have a plan for it. I already have a plan.
no.
Breaks below this. Now, did you see is it Young King? That guy's account was done. His funded account was done.
Mm,
So he inboxes
mm,
like, man, I need your hope. Because me, I never trade for people. I never collect money for trading for people at all. It's one of those things that
mm,
you never do, you know.
mm.
So
Yeah.
was me, man. Just touching the account. Even though you blow it, I was going to blow it anyway. Again. Like he
Yes.
send me the logins. So he sends me the logins and I was trading it and I brought it. He had lost close to 3%. So I traded it. I first
Eh,
I get a profitable setup. Then again I get two lots
mm,
like of the same setup. So I'm like, ah.
mm,
Then of course yesterday evening we got a trade and he pushed it back to break even at least and he had a few profits. Then today I checked. Today
mm,
I came back. I was like, you can now trade. It's okay. Today I checked and he was running negative equity on the same trade. Only that him it was negative 100. Here, it was negative 100. I was like,
mm.
ah, the guy has gone back. But then when I said buying,
Eh,
he was waiting just like me. And then I saw his message that
mm.
he's now up 1.5%. So I'm waiting, see.
Wow.
And he has been in that group for some time by then. Because I think we're entering
Oh,
third year. We're going to make,
wow.
yeah.
How long have I been there? I think I'm in months.
8 months, but there are people who have been there for years, like 2 years, 3 years now. We are going to make
Eh,
this in November.
come again?
We are making the third year in November.
November. Oh,
Ever since I
that's good.
started teaching people.
You created it. Mm,
That's the third.
that sounds good. Mm.
But I think it reached a
Yeah.
point I'll close it.
Mm. If you see, as people,
Mm.
we all have different ways of learning.
Yeah.
We have different ways of understanding things. So, if the guy has problems with, okay, grasping some things, for me, it might be like I grasp things quickly because I'm not an amateur. I
Mm.
know some things. Now, for you teaching me some things, it just adds on, and it okay, it polishes what I know because I know for you, you are better than me. So what you tell me, it can't be wrong. So it just polishes with what I know. So when you might find some other people are not the way I learn. So you just have to. I think what they need. Don't you do one on one with them? Because when I do one on one with you, man, I get some good confidence. Eh?
I do one-on-one with them, but I can't force someone to do. Which is a point at
Mm,
some people just give up. Of course, they have to.
mm.
So there are many people who come and give
Because
up.
for me,
Problem is, some
because for me, uh,
people think that when they pay, it's automatic that
mm,
they're going to get.
they have to pass.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yet it's different from that. Like you have to when
yeah, yeah.
so me, I don't even charge people a lot of money because it
Mm.
doesn't make sense. So that's
For me,
that's why you see when
mm,
my class is free. I don't know if you know Mitro Plus Lab.
mm.
It's free of charge.
Not pass labs. Yeah, yeah.
It's
Mm,
free of charge. But you see people begin from 400 people to 200. So
mm,
yeah, I just put there that at some point even that it was free to join, like for me to teach someone. Free of charge.
mm. I think you see, there is some Mzee I was speaking about of recent. Eh?
Mm.
Mzee told me, you see, when you have knowledge, everything is free. So for you had knowledge and you decided to offer it for free. And in that knowledge, I think you even learned some things. Eh?
Yeah.
In the exchange, you might do some analysis and you also analyze something like the way yesterday you analyzed and you saw the other car retest.
Yeah.
So it, in some other way, yeah, you are also helped, although you are helping the other person. And that's a good thing.
So
For me, I believe in a society that moves forward.
by the way, I hope just get some funds and buy Afro because you never know.
Afro.
Like,
I told you about Afro. Uh, Afro has some complicated thing of buying. Eh? Now, with what I'm planning
mm,
to be sure to tell you the truth is Afro. I want to buy it with funds from Forex. I will not lie to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
with that.
When the day you get
Mm.
then just buy in and close your eyes. You never know what can happen to Afro
10 USDs, eh?
because it's crypto. Crypto can wake
Mm.
up and one day it's in a billion. And currently, $10 gets you around 15. $10 gets you around
15.
50, 10,000 Afros, let's say,
Wow.
around that, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
Let me see that.
Oh,
Yeah, $10 can get you around 15,000 Afros.
oh.
So if you get 15,000 Afros and Um, Afro goes to a billion valuation. Just a
Mm,
big each Afro worth $1. That's a lot of money, you know. It's a lot of
mm,
money. And it happens in crypto.
yeah.
It happens in crypto a lot. So many times. Oh,
Mm, mm.
$10 gets you late. It gets you
But
six thousand after.
hopefully, I've had 2 bad weeks. I've
Mm.
had 2 bad weeks, my brother. But let's wait for the coming week and we see.
Yeah, but get a trading journal. You can't trade without a set of rules.
Now, let me ask, what
Mm.
is a trading journal? Sorry to ask.
Like it's where you document everything. Like you document the steps you took for each trade. You document the
Mm,
consequences you sought to enter, what made you enter, the pips where your stop loss,
mm,
where your take profit was, how you handled
mm,
the entries. You can Google and
mm.
YouTube and say how to make a trading journal. They'll give you a template.
No,
Follow that.
okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to ask Chat GPT.
Some people even have a spreadsheet where they just fill, the day, what, and the target, what,
Mm,
like that. Then at the end of the month, you do your evaluation, or at the end of the week,
evaluation.
it will evaluate
Mm,
like your profit targets, how much pips you got, how much money you expected to get, the losses you made, P and L. You run it like a business,
mm.
not like a gamble.
Oh, not like a gamble.
Yeah.
Mm, thank you for that.
So just get a trading journal. Yeah,
That's great.
write mine
And
down. I write mine down. But there's one by my FX book. Is it? I still write, but I still have my books. So even when I started learning candlesticks,
mm,
I still have the book that I used. Like, what is a candlestick? I still have those books. Let's see here. I think it's you connect your account and they'll be following your trades and stuff like that. I don't know why it's not loading. I hate slow internet. I want to just write and it shows up. So our time
mm.
minutes. Yeah, this one. But this one is just get your personalized one, like from one of these people on YouTube.
Oh,
Let me see.
maybe I needed that.
You come in and log in and it follows you up. Ah, I've never used it before, but many people give reviews about it. So, yeah. So that's it. You see how the market is playing around on highs and
Oh,
lows. It's sparking.
mm.
It's about to close, but it formed a W pattern. So it can gap to the
mm,
and anyway, it may go up because I see here this that's the high, this support and resistance structure, then it has a high and low of the week. Then I think this is the Fibonacci.
mm,
So and now it's giving that last engulfing. Where has that
mm.
momentum come from? It's a repeated pattern. So that's it.
I guess. Mm.
Next week,
No problem.
I want to see what you've written in that journal. Let's see if you will.
Okay,
And next
okay, okay.
the harmonics, I sent you the video.
Harmonics, my brother, harmonics. The way I see harmonics, I don't know. They might not match my head.
Just get a concept. Get a concept.
They might not. They
Even
might not match my head.
this trade that of today, I thought it was a harmonic here. I thought I was trading with harmonics because this is this. I thought it was harmonics, but
Mm,
harmonics come up to the 60. Now, to see that this thing can
mm,
form a very huge harmonic pattern, it can just do this.
mm,
It can do this and
mm.
give us this point and give us one here. Give us a big one, then it drops. So harmonic traders exist and it works for
Wow. Mm,
hey, I can find you one right here. Only that I don't know. Uh-huh. This can be a very good harmonic. This one. This one here. This one here. So if the way it can form can be a Gartley, I'm going to look at this can be your X to A
mm,
to B, which is always in the 60 area, to C and D, which can be like down there for it to have a bullish push. So this can be a Gartley or a butterfly or something like that, or a badge pattern, but harmonics do work, you know. So
mm.
anyway, the YouTube, this thing is counting down. We shall meet next week. Just generate your trades, you shall see.
Okay, okay. I'll be telling you.
All right. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.